All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Golfballing Podcast, episode 268. Joined here with Ryan, post US Open recap. Haven't done one of these in years. Night of. How are you doing?
I'm well. My nerves are shot.
Your nerves?
That was a hell of an finish there.
Did you? So you liked that because a lot of people are complaining. Went
I
on a
love it.
little. Yeah, that was.
I mean, it did help that I took JJ Spaun yesterday after we got done playing golf
Mm-hmm.
at the bar, so
So
had
you
a
had a
little skin in the game.
nice little payout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but other than that, we didn't have to see McIntyre win it and limp in with one over.
Mm-hmm.
We got to see some people fall from 3, 4, 5 under,
Yep.
and yeah, he was one of them. So
No, that was awesome. McIntyre seems cool. And it would have been, I don't know, it kind of just felt like when Fitzpatrick won a few years ago, where I was just more so rooting for, I was kind of rooting for Scotty most of the day, but I'm glad Spaun got that done. It sucked. He spawned in with 5 bogeys on his first 6 holes, and Sam Burns was suffering too. Then Adam Scott suffered. Like everybody suffered, and it was cool to see somebody not from out of nowhere, actually win it. Like somebody on that top 5 leaderboard heading into Sunday. That
yeah,
putt.
I mean, I also like the random names at the top. It
Mhm.
shows you that everyone's human and the best golfers in the world can be out of it. The Rorys, the Scotties. Scotty somehow is still being mentioned. See who came up 18. If he didn't bogey,
Mhm.
you never know. But
He had so many opportunities. Like,
you also, JJ Spawn going birdie, birdie to finish was not on the bingo card.
dude, he drives the green on 17. That was so baller.
He should have made, I mean, very easily could have made eagle. Not should have,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
very easily could have.
The putt on 18 was just unbelievable. That was so
What's
cool.
what's unbelievable is how directly behind his ball Hovland was.
Mhm.
I mean, it couldn't
Yeah.
have been a better read.
Mhm. And he got screwed. What was it on the second hole? I don't know if you saw that. It hit the flag. He
Flag.
got screwed so much. And even like Nick was saying, there are a lot of Nicks in like Twitter all day today because they're upset that Nick is a little bit more complex. Nick was saying that there's no strategy or whatever, and a lot of people felt the same. Do you see Sam Burns' water ball that they didn't give him a drop?
On 17.
No, it
So,
was like, yeah, maybe it was
no, it was
16.
18.
No,
Right?
this was like early. This was like on the last par 5, so like 14.
You're
Dude,
talking
it
about
was.
where it
I'll
was
pull it
up
up.
against the first cut.
Yeah,
It was like up against, that was like 16,
on 15. Did
15.
you see
Okay.
this video? I can't get it to.
Yeah.
That's where they made him hit it
Yeah.
and all that. So people are, losing their minds at
I,
that.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, and I I I wasn't necessarily rooting for. I don't think anybody, maybe like Hovland. If I had to pick somebody from the top 5 list, I wasn't rooting against anybody. I did want it to be interesting. But Sam Burns and Adam Scott too, even with his lies, they were getting really tough breaks out there. But I'm so glad JJ Spawn's luck turned around, gets the rain delay. One of the only guys that really kind of benefits from it, and he's got a really interesting story. Did you see my post? I said he almost quit golf this past offseason, and then he watched the movie called Wimbledon.
Really?
Yeah, have you ever seen that?
No.
You haven't seen Wimbledon? You're a tennis guy. I haven't either.
Um, who's in it?
Uh, somebody. I'll look it up.
That would make sense. I've seen the Serena in Venus kind of like, not documentary, but
Oh, so you don't? Did you watch the French Open, or do you just not watch much tennis?
I don't watch much tennis
No.
anymore. I used to.
Oh, really? It's
I've
Kristen
been,
Dunst. That's the name. I don't remember
yeah,
what she's
I've
from.
been to Wimbledon and the U.S.
Have you
Open.
really? You've been to Wimbledon?
I have
Oh wow. How old were you?
17. I was
Oh,
a junior
nice.
high school.
Who won?
Oh God, that's a good question. I want to say Federer.
Oh,
Look
cool.
up 2000, 2007 Wimbledon. No, 2005 U.S. Open.
Oh, that's sweet. Roger Federer defeated Rafael Nadal.
Yeah, that would make sense. It was one of the two, and I took a guess. It is very cool about Wimbledon. They do queuing lines. So when you get in, if you have a ticket, obviously you're admitted. If you don't have a ticket, you wait outside. If you leave the grounds, you have to give them your ticket. They resell it to someone waiting in that line. So we had tickets, but then you could go to the center court, and if you leave center court, you give your tickets away when you leave. So they recycle those tickets. So my mom and I stood in line about an hour and 10 minutes, got center court tickets for like 30 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was great. U.S. Open, not so much. Very expensive. Did not have center court tickets.
No. 2005. I've never watched a.
I'm going to say 2005 was on hard court. Nadal?
Federer. Defeated Andre Agassi. That's cool.
Agassi and Pete Sampras era was good tennis.
I've never heard that. I've heard of Agassi.
Pete Sampras, he was probably like right there, number 2.
Really?
Yeah. Very Nadal, Federer-esque rivalry.
Yeah. Cool. A lot of
tennis podcast.
All right. A lot of tennis talk. Shout out Carlos Alcaraz for the French Open win a week ago. 1-1. So didn't you say that earlier today?
I changed it from the other day.
Yeah, you ended up changing it.
Pre-tournament, I was like 500.
I thought with the rain, I guess not really assuming about the flooding, I thought people were just going to start throwing birdies on that back nine, but it was wet.
It also made the pins tougher to get to. Like Scotty Scheffler had a couple shots coming in that just skipped. And just very easily would have stopped on another dry day. But
I do not remember. Oh, you won with Scotty T7.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
It's got to be.
Brooks had a nice one. Oh, damn. We haven't done a U.S. Open recap. I don't really have.
Rory might have got back.
Rory came back, tied for 19th.
What did he end up shooting?
Like a 68, 67.
Yeah, +7. It's not bad.
I love that that's tied for 19th. So you missed the rain delay because you were golfing. You got a mini driver. All three of us played golf yesterday. You missed the rain delay. They played 2008 U.S. Open.
Yesterday we all played golf, and I've been hitting my driver so bad, I decided that I was going to go hit the mini driver that Nick got. I hit it like 4 times in the range, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to let 4 swings dictate a purchase. So did the reasonable thing. Yeah, I went to Golf Guys and hit it for about a half hour and was hitting it past my driver with the exact same shaft. Swapped it back and forth, and now I have a new driver.
Now you got a mini driver.
I don't even have a driver anymore. I'm just going to hit a mini driver.
Oh, yeah.
I did hit
it out.
Smoked one off the deck. I pulled it left on number 8 at Fort Myers, par 5.
Par 5, yeah.
And I'm over in like the left rough, and it's sitting up, and I smoked it.
You went driver?
First swing off the deck that I took. I mean, that's kind of what it's for. Not like per se, but it's easier to hit off the deck. I don't know if I'm going to be striping it out of like a tight lie fairway. Put a little rough underneath it, and I freaking like it.
Yeah. You threw it on the green?
Absolutely not. I still had like 300 yards. I was playing the blues because I met up with this guy, Jamie, I've played with before. So,
what'd you fire?
Shot 2 over in the front. Got the 12. It started raining, so dipped out.
What'd you fire yesterday? 77?
Yeah, 77, 78, somewhere in there.
77. I had 76. I think Nick had 74.
Somehow he beat us or tied us or whatever happened
Yeah,
there.
I 3-putt 17, and Nick had an insane par from the water and took the one-shot lead, his one lead of the day.
Yeah,
Took that home to the bank.
it's tough.
Mm-hmm. Very tough. Did you see this? I thought this was cool. Now that I'm about to say it, I don't think it's cool. JJ Spaun's first date with his wife involved mini golfing, which she wasn't particularly impressed with.
She wasn't.
Yeah, reflecting on their first date, he said he told her I was a pro golfer because he thought it was cool. And she was like, "What does that even mean? Are you rich or something?" I said no, and she didn't care. Then we went mini golfing, and she said, "This is lame." Okay, I actually thought this was cool. This is non-2025 related. Fred Hurd won the 1898 U.S. Open, but his reputation for heavy drinking led officials to require a deposit to ensure he wouldn't sell the trophy for liquor money. It's like Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
Do you have any comments from this U.S. Open? I didn't have time to scroll any of X.
I mean, I think I kind of gave my comments. It was fun to watch everybody fall apart.
Yeah.
There was definitely some stupid shit that went on, but
but that's what it's about.
No, because I do think that there's like a difference between not being able to attack a pin because you're in the rough and having to hack it out to the middle or the front or whatever, and literally being in a lie that you have to aim dead left 15 yards and hope that you can hit it sideways. I mean, I think it was Hatton or maybe Scott in the last few holes. He was in the right rough, had to come sideways, and just hacked it again. And it's like
Hatton got screwed on 17. He was like
on the downward, a couple times coming in.
Yeah, he was downward sloped, and he kept dropping F-bombs. I was trying to see his exact words. He looked like he was about to murder the freaking caddy when he handed him his towel. Scotty had to go sideways on 18.
Yeah.
It's
just not
a little too long.
I get it. Huh?
A little too long?
Yeah, so think about it. Where that pin was on 18, I understand that if you have to hack it out towards where JJ Spaun and Victor Hovland were because you can't attack it, can't hit it high, if something's running. But to make it to where you can't even physically get to the green is, I guess, fun to watch every now and then, but I don't know. Seems a little silly.
Yeah, there were a lot of sideways shots. I like it. I don't really
it's just a hair too much.
A little too much. I've never been a US Open guy for some reason until recently. Like Pinehurst was very cool. And so I liked looking into all this history this week on the US Open, and this was definitely the craziest one I've ever seen. And so I like it. I'm really excited based on what I've heard and seen for Shinnecock next year. Like that seems, I was so hyped for this year, and next year seems like it's going to be just as hyped. And we got the Open in July.
I will take Scotty Scheffler for 500.
Scotty Scheffler. Royal Portrush, July 13th to July 20th. All right, well, we can't do a 14-minute podcast.
No. I mean, we could discuss this weekend coming up.
The Travelers? Oh, yeah. Didn't we did last week. We're playing Cabot, Citrus Farms.
A little bit. We could ask the viewers about our walking versus riding situation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, their logic to
I'll give it to them. If you have an injury, like, there's not much I can say about that.
I'm a little worried about my toe.
Yeah,
every time my golfer gets fucked, I'll be fine. But
you'll be fine. But nonetheless, we are playing Cabot Citrus Farms. A friend of mine is bringing his brother-in-law down. and they are not walking with us, which no one in the group besides myself has played with the caddy. So I'm excited to kind of experience that with you. I was hoping to with them. But we're doing walkers versus riders just for a friendly lunch.
Yeah. I'm excited. I never walked courses. The last time I walked Eastwood with Matt one time, and it was amazing. And it made me think, why don't I ever walk?
I want to do often. First of all, I'm about 90% sure we are the very first tee time.
Oh, you think so?
So on the website, they have different sections, and it's like 7 to 9 a.m., 9 to 11, 11 to 1, like, and it goes on. But there's nothing earlier than 7, and our tee time is 7.
Wow, so we're going to be the first golfers
just
of the day
staring at an open fairway with no one in front of you. No one's rolled a putt on those greens.
Yeah.
No one's walked on those greens and spiked them up. Like
fresh dew.
It's going to be, we're going to be dew sweeping, dude.
Wow.
It's going to be a good Sunday.
Yeah. First, that's like high school golf. Waking up this early to play. This feels like a golf trip, even though it's not far away. And I haven't been on a golf trip in a while. So this is going to be exciting.
Beverage in
hand. I try
hand.
not to think of it.
On the range.
Yeah.
Sun's rising.
Yeah.
The guy at the first tee box hands you a cookie with fucking orange zest, from what I hear.
Oh, really? You get a cookie?
Welcome to Cabot Citrus Farms.
Oh, wow. A cookie.
We got to figure out. I'm going to call tomorrow. We got to figure out how to play one of the short courses afterwards.
Oh, really? They have what's that entail?
Dude, they have 2 9-hole courses. One of them has like par 3s, 4s, and 5s, and it's like 11 holes. And then they have one that's like a pitch and putt that I want to play.
Hell yeah!
And it's like 50 to 70 yards. You just take like 2 clubs and a putter and just walk around.
Yeah, I would love to play one of those. I don't know if I've ever seen something like that.
We're gonna be done at like 11 a.m.
Oh yeah! Oh my god, we're the first golfers out. Wow, you're right.
Yeah,
let's do it.
I'm excited.
Nick gave me his freaking hybrid.
We were gonna, if we didn't egg you on, we were gonna like see how long it took for you to realize. You put it in there on the range.
Oh, you were in on that too?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was in Nick's bag on the first tee, and I was going through his bag to see what new toys he had, and
No, it wasn't. No, it was in your bag on the range.
But I think he might have put it back then. Because
100%, he came up to me on the range. You were on your phone in the golf cart, and he goes, "I'm gonna see how long it takes him to notice the hybrid is in his bag right now." And it was like the 3rd or 2nd hole. He was like, "Well, why don't you just hit a hybrid?"
Yeah, that was the 3rd hole. Yeah, he said it on the tee, and I saw it in my bag. We'll have to ask Nick because I remember going through his bag on the first tee and seeing his hybrid in his bag and being like,
well, he has one.
Isn't this your hybrid? Is it the same model?
Similar, but no.
Oh, really?
I don't think he has strips on, but it's like all black. I think he has a Callaway hybrid now. I could be wrong.
Huh. I'll have to ask him when I see him next week. But yeah, hybrid in the bag, new driver. I haven't shot 76 in a long ass time too. So I'll hit the range. I'll hit the range Monday or Tuesday and dial it in. And yeah, hopefully we got an easy. I got to throw this round into my gin, now that I think of it, for my U.S. Open pursuit. So
good call. 76 is well on your way.
I think I could do 76 at Oakmont today. I think I'd go. I said 150 yesterday after having like a downhill putt on a damn course in Florida.
I think if
130, 120.
No way from 7,500 yards. No way.
Yeah, from 7,500 yards.
No way.
Higher?
Yeah.
Oh. What did Riggs and them play?
They played 7,500, but it was like months ago.
They
basically played it when you could get out of that rough.
Okay. Yeah, I'm saying today.
Irons like 200-yard flyer lies out of that shit.
I'm saying literally today. You think I'd shoot over 150? What do you think you would shoot?
Oh, yeah, like 125,
Dude,
130.
what?
Easy.
Yeah, I agree. 75.
But over. If you set the line 125, 130, I'm probably going
Yeah,
over.
I'm going over too.
Yeah.
I don't have the length for that.
Now, that being said, like yesterday, I would just hit 3-wood all day. I know it's going, 215, 220. If it hits something flat, it'll roll.
Mm-hmm.
Down here, it's going 215, 220, and just stopping in its fucking tracks.
Try and play double bogey golf.
Dude, I'm so excited to play somewhere where it's going to roll on Sunday.
So what do you mean?
Dude, this type of land, it's just sandy and firm. It's kind of like the park.
I gotta look this place up again too.
The terrain just lends itself to being more firm and fast. Now, obviously, it's summer. It may get rain the days before, but it's just kind of that.
This is nuts.
Tight lie, put it from off the green kind of course.
Oh, and it's got lights? Maybe that's just for a pick.
I want to say the short course might have lights.
Yeah, it looks like they do. Yeah, a par 3 with lights. Wow, this place has got it going on.
They also want way too much for their cabins, or else I'd say we just stay there Saturday night.
Oh, yeah, you're saying that. Yeah, it's surprising even in the summer. I guess the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, if I was like off work and we could spend a few days there, it'd be worth paying it, but not just to sleep there and then wake up.
Yeah.
We'd be there for less than 24 hours. Like, I'd want to be able to play Saturday, par 3 at night, dinner, whatever, wake up, play. Like, that would be worth staying, but
yeah,
our current situation does not lend itself for that.
Nope. Well, that's all I got.
Yeah.
I knew there was a reason that I did not need to do immediate post-round pods anymore in majors. Unless, we're together. Unless people are together.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
I don't know. That was sweet. That was one of the coolest putts I've seen, given everything going on. And I felt pretty comfortable he would 2-putt before he putted. I felt it just all happened so fast because we were all texting. It really felt like McIntyre was gonna win because of how everybody. I mean, if Spaun did, he would have won. If Spaun didn't double bird, so everyone fell apart. That was very cool. Shout out to the liver and onions out there. I like having them up there. I like having a few of them up there. Ortiz was having a good time out there. I like watching Hatton. So, thank you all for listening to the Golfballing podcast. You can watch this on YouTube. Links in the description. And probably be back next week. Yeah, next episode will probably be next week. So stay tuned for that. And it's late. So you got anything?
It's so X-rated. I'm going to keep it to myself, but I'll share when you end it.
Oh, cool. All right. Thanks for listening or watching.